really need to in these little pictures right here. We can count the number of squares. So if I look at my rectangle, how many squares wide am I?
5, almost 6.
6. How tall?
3.
Just one of those days.
So if I wanted to count every single one of those, or I could just math, how much?
18.
Thank you. 18. Notice we got square units. In my parallelogram, let's do this cool thing. You notice I can chop it off here. And that triangle is 3 by 3. And you notice this little triangle here. Same size, yeah? So if I take this triangle chunk here and move it over here, then I'm actually just finding this area. No?
Yep, really
18.
cool.
I thought that was cool. Anyway. Here I got a 9 by 9 square, but it's actually a triangle, so how much square units? Or 9 by 9, 9 by 3. How much, math?
4.5.
4.5, thanks. Half of 9 last time I checked. 4.5. Now we get to the fun formula part. Feel like some of us already know this. Area of a rectangle, what do I do with my base and height? Multiply. Area of a rectangle is base times height. Isn't that fun? No. Okay. Parallelogram is the same thing. Our base and our height. All we do is multiply them. Base times height. Your base a lot of times is our long side. Sometimes they flip this upside down and your base is actually one of these sides. But our height is always perpendicular to our base. So to find your height, you always have to have this right angle thing. So if you were given that like this side is 13, this slanted side, that's not your height. Your height has to have your right angle with it. Does that make sense? Okay. And then lastly, who knows area of a triangle? Half base times height. 1/2 times base times height. How are we doing so far? It's confusing? Oh. Okay. Just thought I'd check. Okay. So now we're going to use our calculator. This is a parallelogram. What's my formula for area of a parallelogram?
Base times height.
Base times height. In this picture, what is my base?
13.
3.5. This little guy right here is 3.5. What's my height?
12.
12. The thing with the right angle. I said that, right? Okay, just checking. Thing with the right angle, 12. What should I do with 3.5 and 12? Multiply them in our calculator. What do we get? 42. And then I need to label. What would I label this?
Millimeter.
Millimeters squared. Area always has a squared unit. Oh man. Parallelogram again. What's my area of parallelogram?
10.
What
4.
formula?
Base times height.
Thanks. This one looks more normal. What's my base? 10. And my height is 5.5?
4.
It is 4. How do I know it's 4? Because of the right angle 90-degree thing. So what's my area?
40 meters squared.
Meters squared. Thank you. How are we doing so far? Fine. Okay. Next, I got a triangle. What is the area of a triangle formula?
Base times half base.
Half base height. Those of you that don't like half, you can just 0.5, that's fine. What is the base of my whole triangle? 16. Good math. 6 and 10 make 16. And what's my height? 7. So that my calculator, half of 16 is 8. 8 times 7 is
56.
Then I need a label.
Inches squared.
Thanks. what?
How'd you get 56?
0.5 times 16 times 7. Or half of 16 is 8. 8 times 7 is 56. Calculator, mental math, whatever you want to use. No? Yes.
What?
Okay. Triangle! Formula half base height. What is my base? 11. What is my height?
2.5.
2.5. Put that in a calculator.
13.7. There we go.
13.75. And then I need to label
Feet squared.
height squared. Okay. Questions there? Okay, here's the only tricky part of the lesson today. And if you pay attention, it shouldn't be that tricky. Parallelograms, would you tell me my formula is for parallelogram area? Base times height. So our area formula is base times height. Notice we got like 20 different things. Actually, there's 4. What I want you to do, you see right angles, right? This right angle here and this right angle here. You're going to multiply the two things that make the right angle together. So what I mean by that is this right angle is this line and this line. Does that make sense? So we're going to multiply those two things together. I always start with one that has both numbers. So take 7.5 times 12 and what do we get? 90. Okay, now that has to be the same, right? It doesn't matter which one I look at as a base and a height. The area should be the same no matter if I look at it this way or tipped on its side, right? So when I multiply my other two things that make my right angle, it has to also equal 90. And that's how we're going to solve for h. I know that they have to equal 90. And then my other two sides that make up my right angle have to be multiplied together. So 15h. So then when I solve for h, what do I get?
6.
6. And then I need a label. Yards. This isn't yard square because it is just a side length, not an area. Okay, so we're going to multiply the two things that make right angles together and then set it equal to the other two things that make the right angle. So like here, which right angle do I want to start with? Which numbers?
9.
4 and 9, yeah. 4 and 9. So when I take 4 times 9, I get 56. And then take that
36.
Oh, sorry. I can't math Mondays. I know. I'm just bad. And then I'm going to set my other two things that make my right angles equal to that. So I'm going to take what and what? 16h. Good. And what am I left with for h? 2.25 what? Yeah, meters. Okay, this one we kind of got to think about. If I'm looking at my parallelogram, pick a base. Pick a number to be our base. 14. So if this is my base, what's my height going to be? 5h or 9.8? H. So these two have to go together. Okay? And then my other two have to go together. You can think about it, because if this is 5, we know parallelograms, this is 5. So these two sides kind of match up, right? So I'm going to multiply what and what? 9.8 times 5. And I get 49. And then what should I do with that 49?
Equals 14h.
49 equals 14h. And h is 3.5. I'll put a label. Okay. you feel about that stuff?
It's easy.
Last page. Triangle has an area of 16 feet squared and a height of 4, and you find its base. First off, what is the formula for area of a triangle?
Half base.
This 16 feet squared is my area, so what letter should I plug that in for? A, so my A is going to be 16. I don't need to plug anything for half. The only other thing I have is height of 4. What letter should I plug that in for? H, so I still have this B. What is half of 4? 2, so this ends up looking like 16 equals 2B, which leaves my base to be how big? 8 what? Dang. Questions there? Okay, I don't know why this is here because you guys don't have that. But. Next one. What 2 things do I have going on? Or shapes, sorry.
Rectangle.
Rectangle and triangle. Let's do our rectangle first. How do I find area of a rectangle?
12 times
12 times 5, which is,
5. 60.
so I get 60 there. Well, I have to add on my triangle, right? How do I find area of a triangle again?
Half base.
Half base height. What's the base of my triangle?
5.
5. Who's got the height? How'd you get it? Whole thing is 16, this little chunk is 12, so I know when I subtract them, I get 4. So what do I got just for my triangle area? How much? No. 10, thank you. So the total area is how much? 70, and then when I label, what should my label be if I'm talking area? Centimeters squared, good. Whenever you have area, you have to square your unit. Questions there? And last one, I want to make a sale because you know I'm crafty. Like the one right over there hanging out. How many square feet of material do you need? I have a triangle, so what formula should I use?
Half base.
Half base height. What is my base? 13 feet 4 inches. Do you think I should write like 13.4?
No.
No, what do you think I should do?
Inches.
Convert it to inches. How would I do that?
Times 12.
So take my 13 times 12
And then add 4.
and then add 4. What's 13 times 12?
156.
And then add 4.
160.
So this is going to become 160 inches. Same thing with height. Take this 12 times 12, which is 144, right?
Yeah.
And then plus 2, so this should be 146. That's math, right? Check it. Okay, that's a huge number. Half times 160 times 146.
11,680.
11,680.
Yep.
And that's inches squared. So how would I put that into square feet?
Divided by 12.
Divided by 12. How much square feet do we need?
970.
Do long division.
LOLs. What did you say?
It's 973.3.
So I would need probably 974 feet of material, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whichever one you want to leave. Fine with me. Okay, how do you feel?
Good.
Easy peasy? No? Most difficult thing we've done ever?